Hey guys, what's going on? Rudy here for Fresh Shake Media, and today we are taking a look at the DJI Osmo gimbal. Super cool tool. I mean, if you were looking for smooth footage, this right here is the tool that you need. And guess what? You can do this with your smartphone. Yes, your iPhone or your Android. This bad boy right here will give you super clean, smooth footage for under $300. Yes, under $300 you can get smooth footage. I mean, I got this. Let me tell you how I got this. I got this because I was looking into getting the DJI Ronin for my DSLR. But before I went out and spent $1,000, I just wanted to see, can I get similar footage to the DJI Ronin with the Osmo gimbal? And man, I'll tell you what, I was definitely impressed with the quality of footage that I was able to get with my iPhone. So I'm gonna go in and take an in-depth look at this thing, and I really think you're gonna like it. So stay tuned, follow along with me, and you're gonna enjoy it. Okay guys, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you a little in-depth tutorial of some of the functions of the DJI Osmo, and just kind of show you how it works. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna just power it on. All right, it's real simple. You hit the side button right here, and boom, there you go. It is powered on. All right. Now we're going to go over some of just the simple, functions of the software. This is the DJI app, the same app that you use for drones and everything else that DJI has to offer. So as you can see here, nice simple layout. Here's some of your controls right here. Here's some of your controls right here on the right. Now, first and foremost, up here in the top left, this is your camera and your video mode. It's really easy to toggle between the two. You just hit this. If you're looking to take a picture, you just hit your little button down here, and boom, there's your picture. Now, if you want to go back to video mode, here's your video mode right here. So just click that. Okay, below this, you have some other settings. You have your normal standard video mode setting. You have your slow-mo setting. You have your time lapse, which is really cool because if you want to do some time lapses, I'm not going to do it right now. I'll do that in a different tutorial maybe, but you can do some awesome time lapses. It's very simple. You know, you just let your camera know where you want to shoot your time lapses, where you want to point the camera at, and then you just put the settings in here. I'm sorry, you put in here where you want the camera to shoot, and it'll pan on its own. Really cool. Okay, so let's get out of this. Let's go to your camera mode here. Oh, took me out of the app. Let's go back in the app. Well, it's good that I went out of the app because I'm going to show you how you get into the app. It's really simple. You go to your DJI Go app. Let it load up, connect to your device, and there you go. You are back in your app. Now, if you want to turn the camera around and do selfie mode, you just click that right there. Let's go back, and there you have it. Now, another really cool feature about the Osmo is the tracking mode. Now, to put your camera in tracking mode, you just simply hit this button right here, find something to track, which we're going to track this little piece of green leaf right here. And then when you move the camera, when you move your gimbal, it's going to stay locked and focused on that one area that you're tracking. This is very good if you're doing if you're recording yourself and you want to keep yourself in focus. That's what you use right there. So we're going to exit out of that. We're going to turn our camera back to facing just forward. And again, that's another really cool feature. Now let's go over here. We're going to go into some of the settings. You have your screen mode. Here you can use your sport mode or your walk mode. Now if you're using walk mode, your camera, your gimbal is going to be a little bit more loosey-goosey, a little bit more fluid with the movement. Now, if you go to sport mode, it's going to be tighter. You know, it's going to be tighter. So if you're running, jogging, if you're following somebody, tracking somebody, your sport mode is going to keep you a little bit tighter. You know, so that's, you know, depending on what you're doing, that there is something that you're going to want to toggle between the two. Let's go back over here. Let's get back in here. Pitch lock, we won't go into that. Your settings, Video resolution. Okay, now here I'm shooting on a iPhone 6 Plus. It doesn't record in 4K, so you're not going to have that option here, but you can record in 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second, or you can do 60 frames per second, or you can also do the 1280 at 30 frames per second. For what I'm using it for, I'm just using the 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second, and again, you can change this. Let's go back. Panorama quality, you know, I don't know why anybody would use middle or low quality, but you can. That is an option. I keep mine on high. And then let's go back. And then, you know, you can reset your camera and go back just to the standard settings. Now that's that. I mean, you can go into more depth, but that's kind of the gist of it. You know, there's a lot of different settings within the app that you can set your camera to, but that's just pretty much what I use. Pretty simple. Now over here, you know, you have your record mode. You just tap this if you want to record. Right now we're recording, as you can see. Stop it. It's really simple. You just click that right there. You know, on the other side here, you have a trigger. You know, if you tap this a few times, if you tap this 3 times, it'll go into selfie mode, or you can also click it once and reset it. Overall, the DJI Osmo is a very, very, very crafty little gimbal. It's basically a nice, affordable way to get steady shots. You know, if you're not looking to spend $1,000 on the Ronin for your DSLR, then you can get this little gimbal right here, and it'll give you a really good job. It'll do a really good job, and I definitely recommend it. I suggest that, you know, go out, give it a shot, see if you like it, and there you have it.